Today's the day that we break 100 LP. We've been stuck in low master for way too long. We need to get to the next tier. I mean, it's going to happen eventually. We've been struggling, I know. We're going to give it a crack today. I think we're playing about 5 or so games, so I hope you enjoy. I'm not sure what I thought that flash was achieving. I should have flashed into the bush. I was trying to create space so that maybe the enemy ADC had to flash. It still works out in our favor. We get the first blood and Ezreal manages to somehow get another kill, which I wasn't expecting. So 2 for 1, we'll take that any day of the week. To try and quickly give some context, basically the Graves started on his red buff, ran over to blue side, took those camps, and then Lilia tried to force her way into the Graves blue side. And that's why that engage happened. Things were looking good for the bot lane until this moment. Ezreal randomly E's in, can't explain why, ends up blowing all his summoner spells. I'm assuming he didn't realize that I used all my spells earlier. I used the shield, I used my W, and we both died for it. To Lilia's credit, she immediately came and punished the bot lane, managed to fix that lane for us. Well, briefly anyway. And I did what I do best, completely ditch my ADC. Didn't even cross my mind to save him. I was out that door immediately.
To make people fucking listen to me!
Skipping ahead to the mid game, this is one of the first fights we had. It was incredibly messy and kind of told the story, right? Our team is very uncoordinated. That is what I gathered from this fight. The surrender vote comes up, I vote no. 0 chance I'm ever giving up. It is solo queue, people make mistakes all the time. It wasn't looking super promising if I'm being honest. Team wasn't working well together, we're behind 12 kills, and we didn't really have any player in particular that was doing much carrying. Until, of course, the enemy Graves decided to start this Baron buff. If that isn't a prime example of why I never surrender, then I don't know what the hell is. We had nothing going for us, and out of nowhere, we get some LP for doing nothing, right? This next game starts off with the Vayne already threatening to int us. Game hasn't even started, and he's given us a heads up. He may run it down if his support isn't very good. Fortunately, this game, I was playing top lane, not support, so it doesn't really matter if I do shit. Lucky that, because that's exactly what I decided to do. Play like shit. Honestly, it's not too bad. I started with a Ruby Crystal, no potions, which means I have enough gold to pick up the Balmy Cinder on my first back, which was the plan anyway, so I don't mind too much. I'm not sure how this Talon knew, but he picked the right target this game. He went straight for that Vayne, managed to kill him, and you know what's about to happen. It's fair to say there was some tension in the bot lane. Diana makes her first appearance in the top lane. Rumble kept pushing, kept up the pressure, and he gets punished for it. But at this point, Vayne is starting to pop off. You can tell she's mad. And yes, I know I could have flashed there, but he has no teleport. And I'm hoping I can use it to come back and get a profit in the future. By the way, this is a prime example of how to lose a lane. Just commit to an all-in when you're already behind. If you ever reach the point where you're just like this Vayne, I think you need to take some steps to not only help yourself, but help those around you. The point of playing League is to enjoy yourself, right? Like, have fun. If you're not having fun, then what are you even doing? The best way to have fun is to play good. This Vayne is clearly not playing good, and that's why she's blaming every other person but herself, right? If you're watching this, Vayne, I have the perfect solution for you and for anyone else here who is interested. What you need is a personal coach. They're kind of like a therapist, except they're going to focus on your gameplay instead of all the other underlying issues that you've got going. My friends over at Solo Q Solution would be honored to personally hold your hand, Vayne, and go through your games, figure out what exactly is going wrong. This is such great timing too, because on July 16th, they're finally launching the product that they've been working on for the last 3 years. It's basically the all-in-one holy grail of getting better at League of Legends. They've got countless video courses that were created by several professional players. These courses, they cover all stages of the game in detail. For every role and every champion, it's tailored for both low and high elo players. Solo Q Solution is so confident that you're going to find their service beneficial that you can try it out, and if you're not satisfied, they have a 14-day money-back guarantee. If only League offered such a deal where we could get our LP back when we get griefed, because that's what ended up happening in this game. We tried our best, we were hoping the Vayne would eventually come around and help us, but the four of us were not strong enough to carry this Vayne. It was very obvious that he is inting. Look at him, he's just running forward into the enemy, blatantly trolling. He literally split the entire game, wasted his summoner spell at every opportunity, and yeah, we're not able to carry him, unfortunately. Enemy doing the final push in the mid lane to get the LP. Vayne's off, split pushing, definitely trying to win. He might have made us lose, but we're still celebrating because Solo Q Solutions is giving away 25 lifetime passes to their coaching service for free. And if you're like me and don't usually win shit, by signing up to the giveaway, you can lock in their founder's price at $14 per month for as long as you'd like instead of $35. That's a 63% discount. And all you gotta do is click a button. It takes 5 seconds. The saddest part about this wasn't even the fact that I lost LP. It was that the Vayne did not get punished for griefing us. Riot took a look at the game because I manually reported and concluded that he wasn't griefing somehow. Anyway, the next day when I looked up his profile in shock that he wasn't banned, I found another game that he did the exact same thing. He entered the bot lane, blamed the support. This time, he went AFK instead. I then did the honorable thing and reported him once again. And that was enough for Riot to pull the trigger and give him a ban. So enjoy that 2-week break, buddy. By the way, Vayne, if you're looking to drastically improve to potentially carry those shit supports, then why not check out the link in the description, enter the giveaway before the 16th, and you could get a lifetime coaching for free from some of the best players in the world. Yep, he quit. Game number 3. This is a good one. Some of you might notice that name, Alex Meister. This was the duo in the other video that you guys accused him of being a scripter when he was playing Ezreal. We work really well together, so this is going to be a good one. I start the game off by doing my new favorite Braum invade. I swear it works so well. It's very consistent at getting summoner spells at the bare minimum. This Soraka is challenger, and I'll tell you what, she is disgusting at poking me down. I was getting frustrated, not gonna lie. It almost made me want to play Soraka. That's how much she was bullying me. And because of that aggression, there's not too much we can do. I'm waiting to get level 2. I decided to go with my W instead of the E. This allows me to get a cheeky jump onto the minion, and from that we get the first blood. I assume we are attempting to just push this wave in and go spend our gold. I'm heading back at this point, ready to recall. I'm trying to pull the wave so that the minions that are in front of my Ezreal can crash into the tower quicker. This is going to make the dive happen sooner, which lowers our risk, right? I end up making a mistake, I think. I'm not too sure how the mechanic works, so you guys let me know. If I shield this, does that block the root, or will I still get rooted there? Because I potentially could have lived under that tower. It was just a misplay. I'm not too sure. We end up continuing to beat the bot lane. Overall, we secured the bot win, and then the mid game happened. We're going to fast forward way into the future, 20 minutes. Our team had a massive lead, but we were slowly giving it back. This time the Cassiopeia was caught split pushing. We attempted to save her. Yasuo did a really good wind wall to block my ult there. If my ult had hit, this likely would go in our favor. But you can see by how this Riven goes in here, that probably shows you how far ahead we were. The fact that he's trying to 1v3, 1v4 gives you insight on not only how we ended up in this situation, but how far ahead we were. I can't confirm this, but I'm pretty sure I have some odd positioning on Braum sometimes. You can see how I am like positioning to the side of the team fight. I do that on Sion to divide them. It seems I do it on Braum as well. Not sure if that is the best choice or not. And with that, we are on to game number 4. We're playing with a bunch of diamonds. This seems to always happen. Every time I'm one game away from getting the 100 LP, I just get put into a lobby filled with diamonds, and then they just completely drop the ball. To make sure that doesn't happen this time, I decided to force invade, trying to get rid of Shaco's traps. We want to slow him down so that he doesn't cheese the low elo players. Shaco is such an easy champion to abuse them because they don't ward and they just play super aggressive early. So if we could slow him down, hopefully this gives us a lead. I also then noticed that the enemy top laner has Ignite. Ignite into my Gragas. This should be a kill. He's clearly trying to have a kill lane, so if I cheese him, we should be able to lock up first blood. The kill was easy, and then Gragas started to recall. I was heading back because I need to get to bot lane to help Ezreal. I'm not sure why he's heading back. Don't forget, Pantheon doesn't have teleport. We also know that Shaco isn't starting blue because we pushed him out. This means our kill top, it meant nothing. There was nothing gained from it. He could have had a whole wave, a level advantage. We ended up going back to the bot lane, walking onto a trap and instantly dying, which was a lot of fun. It's because I was under leveled. That's the price you pay. I don't let that stop my aggression. I come back to lane and just go ham. Six minutes into this game, we're actually ahead. So we did get gold on the top lane. We have a kill lead on the Ezreal, and things are looking good. They're pushing in. We've got the Eve set up. We've got Ezreal. We've got the Zed roaming in. This is a perfect gank. I'm sitting behind them. How do we mess it up? It would take a special caliber of player to not get this right. If you're wondering what went wrong in that bot lane gank, it was the Eve went in too soon. She needed to wait. She pretty much gave away the gank was happening, and she just like went in, took a bunch of damage. Right there, I end up getting the massive shutdown on the enemy Shaco. I was trying to palm it off to the Ezreal. Didn't go that way, and we are destined to be under 100 LP. On to game number 5. We're playing Leona, and as soon as the wave comes, immediately I jump onto the enemy with my E. The goal is to lower them as much as possible. That's why you see me ignite the Nami. If we can get her super low, they can't contest the wave, which means we get level 2 first, which does happen. It's a shame because I end up whiffing it. My E doesn't even go close. I'm very lucky that Jhin oversteps and we can punish. This is a trend throughout this game though. I remember I just could not land my goddamn E's. I did it again there. The Nami just escapes with a sliver of health. She could have died to the minion, but she didn't. I guess I didn't really deserve that kill anyway. I might actually put up a counter to see how many E's we whiffed this game. So far we're at 3. Let's keep count, see what we are by the end of this game. This is something that frustrates me quite a lot. It happens in high elo, it happens in low elo. We have a pushing wave in our direction. I am a champion that can punish any champion that is out of position. So if they're forced across to our side of the map, they're gonna die. They've got no summoner spells. All we have to do is let the wave push and we get guaranteed kills. He decides to push it in, which means I'm a useless champion now. So I may as well start roaming, which is what I end up doing. And I continue to miss me goddamn E's. It is relentless. So you'll see me promoting the coaching service. They've been coaching me as well. You're gonna see it in future videos. But one thing that sticks in my brain was the coach telling me, he was pretty much saying I roam too much. Like, if I roam and lose 1 level, it's worth 600 goalies, I think he said it was. Which is funny because I view it in a different light, but we're both on the same page. So in my mind, if I'm underleveled, that means my ADC is overleveled. So that 600 gold that I'm supposedly behind, in my brain, I'm technically ahead because my ADC has that 600 gold advantage. So it's just interesting to see different perspectives on the exact same topic. I don't know who's right and wrong, probably them, I imagine, but it's still something I thought I'd share. By the way, has anyone been keeping count of how many E's I have missed so far? Overall, this game was quite one-sided. I was playing very late. It was probably like 2 or 3 a.m. I just finished editing. So the teams are never that balanced at this hour. This was the final team fight. We secured that Baron and aced them. They didn't put up a fight at all. And then we ran down and claimed our LP. Overall today, it's just been win-lose, win-lose, win-lose. We haven't made any real strides to getting to 100 LP. We're back at 83 LP after this game. We are officially 1 game away from 100 again, which is our goal. I feel like once we break into the 100 LP plus barrier, we should be able to climb a lot quicker. Because, I don't know, there's just different tiers, right? Once you reach the next tier, the player quality goes up and it should be easier for me to climb once people are playing better. I'm not sure if you figured out what was going on there, but basically the enemy mid laner disconnected at level 1. Our Katarina, which is in Curcio, picks up first blood. I don't need to stay bot anymore. It's a 4-man game. I can just run around the map and create havoc. So that's what I try to do. I'm attempting to kick out the Eve. This is the only win condition that I can think of. Like, if Eve gets mega fed, then maybe they somehow have a shot. Probably still not. So I put the red ward down and camp at his blue. We managed to cheese him. I mean, coming back from this game, it would be so impressive. We would have to be playing like absolute dogs to lose this. It's not exactly how I wanted this video to finish. It's not the highest quality game. Although I am happy that we got the free win. It felt like we were owed one because I had been griefed a couple of times. So, you know, eventually it comes back around and I'm not going to say no to a free win. And there we have it, 101 LP. Let's go.